morning everyone. In this particular video, we will be discussing regarding the tables in HTML. So whenever you want to create the data or else whenever you want to store the data in the form of the tables, HTML provides you the way to create the tables. Okay, whenever you are creating the tables, okay, it will be making use of 4 different tags. The first one is the table tag, which is used to create the table. The second one is TR tag, which stands for table row. The third one, it is called as TH, which stands for table header or else table heading. The last one, TD, which stands for table data. So whenever you want to create the table, you need to make use of 4 different tags. The first one is the table, second one is the TR tag, which stands for table row. The third one, it is nothing but the TH, which stands for table heading or a table header, and the fourth one, TD, which stands for table data. So here what happens is, whenever you are filling the data into the table, the data needs to be filled in the row wise. You are filling the data in the row wise. So what happens is, you will be making use of TR. TR stands for table row. So with this particular TR is used to fill the data in the row wise. Always you have to fill the data in the row wise into the table. So for that we will be making use of the TR tag. The next thing is table heading. Table heading in the sense, at the beginning, at the first row of the table, you will be having some data like this, that is name, register number, phone, and then address. This data can be considered as the headings. So that needs to be enclosed within the table header. The third thing, it is called as the TD, that is called as the table data. That is, whatever the names you are giving, whatever the register numbers you are giving, whatever the phone number and whatever the address you are giving, all these things needs to be enclosed within the TD tag. So these are the 4 different tags that can be used within the table. Okay, now let us see how to create the program that illustrates the use of the table. Now firstly, you need to make use of the first tag, that is called as HTML. Within the HTML you have head tag. Within the head you have title. I will give it as tables. Title of the program is titles, and then I will close the title tag, and then I will close the head tag. Okay. Now coming to the next tag, that is called as the body tag. You need to make use of the body tag. Within the body tag, firstly, for creating of the table, you need to make use of a tag that is called as the table tag. The first tag while you create a table will be the table tag. Okay. So whenever you are using the table tag, you have to specify the border, that is these lines, whatever the rows and the columns you are creating, that needs to be appearing on the browser. For that you need to make use of one attribute, that is called as table border is equal to border. Okay, if you write like this, what happens is, these rows and columns will be appearing. If you are not specifying this particular attribute, then what happens is, the lines, that is the rows as well as the columns, will not be appearing in the table. So once after you make use of the table tag, next thing is you need to make use of the TR. As I have told you, the data in the table will be filled in the row wise. Okay. Now let us come to the first row. So the first row, it is nothing but the headings. These are all the headings. So which tag you need to make use of is nothing but the TH. These are all headings. So you need to make use of the TH tag. So TH, what I will do is name. The first attribute or as the first column, it is nothing but the name. So I am closing TH. The next thing is register number. So within the TH, I am making use of the register number. The third thing, it is called as phone number. It is also an heading. So I need to make use of TH. Again, TH phone. and then I'm closing the th tag, and the last one it is called as address. So th address, and then I'm closing the th. So the first row is being completed. So we have to close the tr. So I have closed the tr. Next, what I have to do is I have to fill the data. Okay, I have told you in the table always you will have to fill the data in the row wise. So again I will be making use of another tr. I will be making use of another tr. So let us consider, I will give the name as ABC, register number as 123, and phone value as 456, and then colon. So these are the values I am giving. So what I have to do is, these are all the table data. So table data needs to be enclosed within the TD tag. Table data needs to be enclosed within the TD tag, whereas the table header needs to be enclosed within the TH tag. So what I will do is, I will take TD. The first value is ABC. So I will write it as ABC, and then I will close TD. Next, what I will do? The next value is 123 TD 123, and then TD. The third one, it is TD 456, and then TD. I am closing the TD tag, that is the table data. The last value is colon. So I am closing the TD tag. Okay. Once after that, I am closing all the four values have been filled. So what I have to do is I have to close the tr tag. Okay, like this you can create any number of rows. So I have made use of the th, as well as I have made use of the tr, and as well as I have made use of the td. Next, after doing this, what I have to do is I have to close the table. So here the table tag is being opened. Nextly, what I have to do is I have to close the table. I am closing the table tag. After that, you need to close the body tag, and then you need to close the HTML. So this is how exactly you are creating a table. So whenever you are creating a table, you have to remember that all the data in the table are filled in the row wise. So at the beginning of the row as well as the ending of the row, you need to make use of the tr. And whatever the data you are filling, the data will be classified into two things. One is headings, and next thing is data. Whenever you want to make use of the headings, okay, you need to make use of the th tag. Whenever you need to make use of the data, you need to make use of the td tag. Okay, like this I can create any number of rows. Okay, so this is the concept of the tables. So in our previous class, I have sent you the programs how to create the table. Again, you just cross verify it and then execute the same concept. Now let us move to the next concept, that is called as the images. Okay, now let us see how to make an image to appear in an HTML program or else on the browser screen. Okay, now whenever you visit any one of the websites, what happens is there will be some text as well as there will be some images that will be appearing on the browser. Okay, now let us see how exactly to create the image or else how exactly to make an image to appear in an HTML document. Now firstly, whenever you want to make use of the image to appear on the browser, okay, you will be making use of a tag that is called as img. So img stands for image. This tag will be taking two attributes. The first one, it is called as source. First one is called as source, and the next one is called as alt. Alt stands for alternative text or else alternate text. Now why we need to make use of alternate text? Let us see that. Now let us consider you have an image in your computer and you have made use of that particular image to appear on the browser by making use of the HTML. Without your knowledge, you would have deleted that particular image. At that time what happens is that image will not be appearing on the browser screen. Instead of that, okay, if you want some text to appear, okay, that can be done by making use of the alt or else the alternate text. Now let us see how to create an image within the HTML document. So HTML create, and then within that I will be making use of the title. Within the title I will write it as image. So the title of this particular program is image, and then I am closing the head tag, and then coming to the body. Okay, so in this body what I will do is, firstly I will create one paragraph by making use of the p tag. I will just write some text, hello everyone, okay, and then I will close the paragraph. Next I need to insert an image into the HTML document. For that I need to make use of the img tag. Okay, after writing the img tag, what you have to do is you need to write source src is equal to, within the double quotes, you need to copy the link of the image or else the location of the image. Now if you want a particular image to appear on that, you need to paste the location of that particular image. Now let us consider you want to insert a particular image. What you have to do is you have to select a particular image and then you have to right click on that. If you go right click on that, the last options will be the properties. If you click on the properties, there will be another window that will be opening. In that you will be having a parameter that is called as location. So after location, the address or the location of that image will be displayed. You have to select that particular location and then you have to copy it and you have to paste it over here. Once after pasting, you have to make use of the backslash. Once after that, whatever the image you have taken, the image name will be there. That name needs to be typed, abc.jpg, something like that. The image will be having some name. That name needs to be typed over here. After that, what you have to do is you have to close the double quotes. Once after you close the double quotes, you have to go for the alt. Okay. Inside the alt, what you have to do is alt is equal to no image. Some text needs to be included over here. Okay. After that, close the double quotes and then close the image tag, and then I am closing the body tag, and then I am closing the HTML. So when you execute this particular program, what happens is, if the image, whatever the image you have made use, or else whatever the location you have pasted over here, or else whatever the image location you have typed over here, that image will be appearing on the monitor screen. Suppose you just try to change the location of that image, that is you cut and paste that image in different location, or else if you delete that particular image, what happens is that image will not be found in this particular location. Okay, so at that time what happens is you will be getting this message as no image. Okay, so what happens is something, if you consider the example of ATM. Now let us consider you want to withdraw some 20,000 rupees from your ATM. Now what I am doing is I am providing all the credentials, that is I am entering the PIN and whatever the amount I need, that will be entered. If the ATM is having the enough amount, and if your bank account is having the enough amount, that will be dispensed. If your bank is not having enough amount, or else if the ATM is not having the enough amount to dispense the cash, at that time what happens is you will be getting an error message. Same way what happens is, if the image is found within the computer, then that particular image will be displayed on your monitor screen. If that image is not found, if that image is not found in your computer, at that time what happens is this particular thing, that is alt, whatever the message you have written within the alt, that will be displayed. Okay, so this is regarding the concept of images. So for the images, you need to make use of one tag that is called as image, that is img. It will be taking two different arguments. One is called as the source. Source represents the location of the image, and the alt stands for the alternate text. Alternate text will be displayed whenever the image is not found.